Now, as he is making his way to the front of the ship, um, Vicious Vic will pass by. It looks like he just got off from the bow, from the wheel, and he's walking by, and as he sees you, go towards the front of the ship, and says, "Ah, figures. I had my money either on you, the dwarf, or the Harlequin chick."
When you bet on that many people, your odds were probably pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since I've actually gambled on anything, but just a figure of speech. He gives you a pat on the shoulder. Have a good night, and he leaves.
Thanks. Cedric will continue to make his way up to the front of the ship.
Okay. What happens?
Andreia is dressed in a really nice Indian-style sari. She's done up with Kenna's beads.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll turn and, hi!
What a surprise!
Andreia, Kenna told me that you were looking for me and that I could find you here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You look lovely.
Oh, yeah?
Cedric says that awkwardly, like he's kind of like you look lovely. Like he doesn't really know how to.
Yeah, very awkward. Yeah. Very nice. Okay.
So cute. You remember like a little bit ago when I told you that I thought of you as my home? Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you know what I meant? Did you understand it?
Well, you didn't really have a place before, right? So
that's true. That's she's like, come on, Cedric, meet me. She's like, that's true. Essentially, my people were nomads. I'm sure you've heard that story a little bit. We spent our entire existence traveling. We were on the run from the Qun, and we didn't have a place where we could be safe. There was no place where we could be ourselves and accepted, so we had to keep moving, constantly moving. There was no kingdom that would protect us or anything like that. We had nowhere to call our own. And I lost my people. They're all gone. And yet I still felt like that, you know. I was still searching for that feeling, that place, and all that. And it turns out that I found that feeling one day in a person and not a place, and she'll stop, and she'll like stare at him like, is he getting this? Because I'm about to say it, and if he's not getting it so far, I'm really upset. So
I think he's getting it. He's starting to piece it together.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure when you feel that way for a person, that's what being in love is. And I thought you should know that that's what I think I feel right now. She'll just get really quiet.
Cedric will turn red slightly. He won't say anything at first, and he will approach closer to Andreia's side, and not face her, but kind of look out at the openness of the sky. You know, there's something about being back on this ship. When I was on here first, I didn't have too many friends. I stayed in the cellar where we actually met with everyone. This time's different. I have all of you. But more importantly, I have you with me. There was a regret that Liam had in the back of his mind as he took his final moments. And that was not speaking out for someone who he cared for a lot. The coming days are going to be trying. We don't know what will happen. But I don't want to have that regret. Not again. Andreia. And he'll like kind of stand up straight again and turn to her.
Yeah, Cedric. Just
He'll take a deep breath. I love you.
Jay has just had a heart attack.
I think all the rest of us had a heart attack.
Yeah, I thought I thought Sam fell out of her chair there for a second.
I'm dying.
I'm dying.
You do? I'm like, really?
As Cedric says that, the sky in front of you starts to light up a little bit as the lights of Val Royal down below start to emerge, and almost like a big beacon, you begin to see the tip of the White Spire as it grows larger, as all of Val Royal gets larger and brighter, lights up the sky as you get closer to Orlais.
Wow.
It's really pretty.
Cedric's going to be really cheesy in this moment and say, it is, but he's not looking at Val Royo.
I'm so
Cute.
happy.
That's so cute. Smooth.
I don't know what color Kunari blush, but she'll turn and she'll face him and she's like, really? I'm like, it's not gonna be easy, but I think it's worth trying.
It's not going to be easy, and that's if we survive.
Yeah, because the big fight is we might not live.
And even if we do live, it still won't be easy. I am still a Templar, and you are still a mage.
Yeah. We have sort of powerful friends. We can get permission. It's fine.
Even if it is the hardest thing, this is what I want. And I'm willing to fight for it.
Okay. Let me just try something. And Andrea is going to kiss Cedric.
Cedric will be kind of like at first, but I think he will be receptive and return.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Kenna squeals.
Wait, is Kenna in the shadows? Is he invisible?
Yeah, probably.
Kenna was invisible this whole
probably
time. Kenna was voyeuring it up. Okay.
She's in the back door. I mean, she can see it from a distance, but she's reminiscing about Connor.
Sure.
Andrea is normally not perceptive, but she's like, Kenna. Oh gosh, that's huge.
First kiss +2 for the rest of the session for the two of you.
Yay.
2, 3d6s. Keep trying, Alistair. Keep trying.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think it's a beautiful note to end that scene with, unless there was more. But I feel like that's a really cute, very cute, so sweet. Awesome, guys. Very cool scene. So, like I said, the Valroyo is below you, and the sky lights up with the lights from the Orlais, and you guys will manage to reach the White Spire. Basically what'll happen is the Tempest Dream will, the way it docks on the White Spire is it lowers down so it's level to the top of the tower, and then it brings out a plank as a bridge so that you can walk directly from the Tempest Dream to the top of the White Spire, to the top floor, and from there you guys can access your way down to your home base of operations. And what do you do when you get there?
Kenna's looking for Connor.
Okay, Kenna, you make your way through to see if you can find Connor. Connor is, let's get you guys back in more familiar places. Outlet's not here at the moment. You can find Connor. They'll tell you that he is at with Esbjörn at the moment. That makes it very easy.
My two favorite men.
Perfect.
Please. She's gonna tackle him. Connor!
Kenna, Connor says, and his eyes light up very brightly as he rushes over to you, and he wraps his arms around you with a very deep hug. Oh, thank the Maker. I knew you'd make it out. I knew you would make it out.
I was so worried. Oh,
You were worried.
I was worried.
Myself and all the rest of us, Hugh, we're all really worried about the rest of you. Hugh hasn't really had much sleep lately.
I was so scared that they were... Oh, my gosh.
Esbjörn, he like leaps out of his pen, and then he sort of like tackles you as well. The bear tackles you, and his tongue, he starts licking your face all over.
I let him. I just take all the drool. I love it.
He nuzzles his fur right against your cheek. He says, Esbjörn, he missed you a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm so sorry it took me so long to get back.
It's only been a month. Lots been going on.
Yeah.
The first enchanter has been having drills with the mages here, just in case it spread over to Orlais. We're gonna have to do a bit of fighting if that were to happen. Make our last stand before the Fade swallows all of Thedas.
We actually all need to talk about that. We need to make a plan.
A lot of the mages right now are kind of worried. We're going through a lot of exercises right now to focus on our will, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot more mages that are turning into abominations lately with that thing around. And quite frankly, it's scaring me to death.
Wow, okay. Yeah, we need to talk about that too. Oh, I'm just so happy you're alive.
Everybody else
kiss him.
She gives you a deep kiss as well. And it definitely after a month, like, it feels pretty darn good. +2.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't doing
Connor,
it for the pluses. I did it because
I know. But then Connor says, and everybody else is okay? How about the rest of you 4?
We're all fine. We're all fine.
The rest of you 5.
We actually just came off the Tempest Dream. If you want to say anything to anybody.
Oh, they're all here? Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to go say hi to them real quick.
Go before they leave.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everyone's okay. I mean, Razakale left to go find you. Owlette left to go find you.
They're all fine.
Yeah.
They're all. Well, I don't know about Owlette, but I'm assuming is okay.
You go ahead and catch up with Esbjorn. Don't move. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okay.
He gives you another kiss, on a kiss before he leaves, and he will head out. What is other people doing?
I'll go check on Hugh.
You ask around where Hugh is. Hugh actually, several of the mages will say that Hugh kind of locked himself up in a room to the northeast, and he asked not to be disturbed unless it was very important. The mages were saying, I don't think that he's had much sleep over the last few days. Nobody's heard much from him except, for sending him. He gets food sent up there, but other than that, he's pretty much been keeping to himself up of the northeast.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you for telling me where he is. I'll go check on him.
You go over to the northeast?
Yes.
Is your
my guy's
on here?
I just moved him up closer to northeast.
The northeast room, there is a door there that's not shown on the map.
Yeah.
If you knock on the door, you will hear a voice on the other side and say, "Yes."
Hugh.
Cedric. The door immediately swings wide open really, really quickly. And Hugh sees you for the first time, and he has a big, giant smile on his face. Cedric, you're back! And then he rushes to you and he gives you a big hug.
Cedric's not that much of a hugger, but he'll give him like, oh yeah, hi. Like it's good to see you again, friend.
Good to see you. I was hoping that you all would make it out. I hope everybody made it out?
Everyone made it out.
Good. Very good.
I happened to see how you managed to escape, at least initially.
Oh?
Clever thinking with that device.
How did you know?
Magic.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've been busy.
With what?
Preparing.
I've
Come,
heard that you...
see.
Yes.
You go into the room. The table in the center of the room has been moved out. So there's no table, there's no chairs in there. And you can see that there are buckets and buckets and buckets of paint. And the entire wall in this room is one giant mural. It's a big giant mural of the entire city of Navarra, including the necropolis. I was trying really hard to paint it to the best of my memory. I think I've got all the details right.
Oh, wow. This is impressive.
It's important to be as accurate as possible, otherwise it won't work.
what is it that you're trying to do? If
Keep an eye on things, see what's happening over there. If it works.
so, this will be like a live update of what's happening.
Yes. Yes. See over there? It's already starting. And you can see that the necropolis portion is actually starting to move, and it's starting to rise up into the sky a little bit. The picture's updating.
Wow, this is impressive. Your powers are impressive,
Thanks,
to
he
say
says.
at least.
And he rubs his eyes. You can see that there's big giant bags underneath his eyes, and his eyes are actually bloodshot red. You don't think he's been sleeping for several days.
Hugh, when was the last time you got sleep?
I don't know. What's today's date? You'll know what today's date is.
Oh, like I guess you tell him the day's date.
I think it's been about 3.5 days since my last nap.
3.5. Your last nap.
I had to make sure that this was ready by the time you guys came back. We have to be ready.
Yes. Maybe you should get some rest. Some much deserved rest.
I don't know if I can rest now that you all are back. There's much we need to do. We need to talk about. We need to discuss, he says, and he sort of falls a little bit. I'm fine. I'm okay.
Here, Hugh, sit down. Oh wait, is there a chair there?
There's no chair there.
There's no chair there. Dang. Hugh, we need you at your best for this. I can fill you in on any updates when we make plans, but if you haven't been sleeping, it means you're not at your best.
He looks like he's about to protest, but then he looks back at you and he nods. Okay.
Just
Okay.
real quick, we don't have to do anything with this. It'll just constantly update, right?
Yes. There's a delay, though. I don't know how long of a delay. Depends on how much detail I was able to get right. But it's better than nothing.
Good.
Hopefully we can fix this. Otherwise, it's going to continue spreading, and I'm going to need a lot more wall space after that.
Yes. Yeah. We'll cross that bridge if it comes. I think we can figure out something. But thank you for this, Hugh.
Thank you for bringing everybody back.
We all had a part to play in that.
He'll give you a smile, and he'll give you a pat on the shoulder, and he will make his way over to take a nap, I guess.
Good. Cedric will, before he goes and gets the others, he'll just be looking at the mural for a little bit.
You look at the mural, and right before your eyes, you start to see the picture changing slightly.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there are spirits floating around, demons floating around, and you can see little dots floating around on the floating necropolis as well. It's a little bit harder to see any detail in the floating necropolis, specifically because it's flying and not flying instead of on the ground itself. So
Yeah.
it's a little blurry. But we can get to that bridge when we cross it. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Is this the only chance we're going to have to interact with each other, or are we going to be able to, speak before the big battle?
My plan was for you guys to have a chance to talk about your strategy of how you want to do the big battle. And then
Okay.
after you are done strategizing how you want to execute said battle,
Okay.
I have nothing personally planned, which
Gotcha.
means you guys can do role playing after that if you'd like.
Okay.
So,
Cool. I just didn't want it I just didn't want the opportunity to speak to everyone to pass by.
you will have a chance to say your farewells at the beginning of the next session. If you want to do a final farewell, your final goodbyes will be at the beginning of the next session.
Sure.
So this is all preliminary prior to your final goodbyes.
Right.
So we don't have to get into the war room yet. So if there's any other pre-war room stuff you want to role play, now that you've returned back to the Spire, please go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we'll move on.
Yeah, just one thing.
Okay?
If I could grab Violetta.
Yeah.
She would love that.
Violetta,
We get along a little better now.
you actually are starting to have a little bit of banter. You know.
Violetta.
We'll say that Violetta is maybe by the fountain, one of the fountains right now. I don't know where your token is at the moment.
I don't either. I don't know where I am. I've got lost.
Oh, I think
It's
you're
not like you're in the
you're in the mess.
largest
You're in the
map.
mess. You're in the mess area.
Yep, typical Andreia.
I'm lost.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know where I am. Hey, Violetta.
Violetta is sort of just sitting by the fountain, just watching some of the mages pass by, and she looks up at you and she says, "Ah, hello, dear."
Hi. I was gonna go look at the mirror. I was wondering if you'd come with me.
She says, "Sure. Why don't? That sounds a good idea to me."
Okay.
And the mirror is not on this map, but you guys can go up
Okay.
to where the mirror is. So this is where it all began.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? It hasn't really been that long, but
It's been several months. A lot can happen in several months. Unfortunately, a lot can happen in 1 month too.
Well, fish the eye out of my bag. Just okay. Here's this, and you're better at this than me, so I'll give it to her.
Oh, thank you, she says with a semi-surprised look on her face.
You're better at it than me. And we need the right answer.
Well, let's take a look here. She will put the eye up. I'll roll just to see what I get. Plus her focus. Okay. 21. Very good. Violetta looks to the eye, and she says, "Let's see, 5 mirrors. It was 5. Just out of curiosity, it was 5 altogether."
It was, but we smashed one.
Right. Yes. I knew that part. So she says, 5. One set of 5 altogether. One has been destroyed. Everyone's still intact. One seems to have been overridden by us, so to speak, over in Navarra. This was created by the elves many, many years ago, but the Penta'Viv Guardians didn't use it until more recently. They, yes, it seems that one of the last people who owned the Penta'Viv bracers, one of the Guardians was an elf, and she essentially used their powers to seal up the Penta'Viv in, I guess, your vault. To be used, I guess, at a later time when it was needed. They, of course, used the bracers and attuned them with these mirrors so that they became the keys for these mirrors, and that is how they traveled around the world back in the day as well. I suppose they didn't have a fancy flying ship either. I see a lot of faces that have passed through this mirror over time. Can't say I recognize any of them.
Okay.
Most of whom are elves. But none recently. None that I don't think any one of us would know. Other than that, she says, she looks at the eye even further. I think I have enough information to reproduce an Illuvian. Interesting. Although, it's not going to be an easy task if one wanted to. But it's possible.
What about if you can see into it? Can you see? Is there a way that we can unlock it since they existed before the locks?
There is a way to assign a new key on Sidmir. She's looking a little bit deeper. I think, yes, I think I can figure out how. Huh. Yes, I think I know how. This can be done. I just need more time to study this even further.
Do you need anything?
Lyrium for one, of course. We also will need an object specifically to unlock. It needs to be an object that whoever is going to do the unlocking, it needs to be something incredibly important to them, something meaningful to them.
Okay, and I reach in my bag, and probably ancient elven if at all possible.
Ancient Elven, if at all possible, would make this worlds easier.
I give her Bostwick's wand.
Oh.
Aww.
She takes a hold of it. Yes, this will do nicely.
Good.
Now I just need some lyrium and...
Well, this is a
hopefully-
circle. We should be able to get you some lyrium easy.
I'd imagine they're probably amassing as much as they can. Well, bracing for the worst.
Right. So we can probably get some of that. And this sounds like a good idea. So we can... It might be nice to have an army go at one side and then us to just pop through the door right next to them, don't you think?
Yes. Let me point out, though, that even if we were to get into Navarra via the mirrors again, getting up onto a flying continent would be more difficult.
Naturally. But one step at a time. This is good. All right. Good. Just so you know, because I promised to give the eye back to Lealden, I do have to do that at some point, but if you need it for this, please, use it. Lealden's not here anyway, so I can't give it to him right yet.
You're trusting me with the eye for the time
I'm-
being?
I'm really trying to. Please don't burn me. I'm trying, darling. It's not easy, but I am trying very desperately.
She looks up at you and she gives you a very warm smile. Thank you, Andreia.
Yeah.
That-
It's.
that-
Go on.
That is the nicest thing that you've ever said to me.
That's kind of sad. But I'll take it. I want to believe in you. And I'll try really hard. All right? I'll make sure you have lyrium. Whatever else you need to get this done.
Talk to Connor. We might need more mages on this as well.
Got it.
Ones that he can trust. I think if we're unlocking the secrets of how the ancient elves can make illuvions and make keys from illuvions, I think that would be knowledge that we want to keep limited.
I agree. Okay, I'll do that. Just do be careful with the wand. It was my father's.
It's important to you. Yes, of course. I know I know about important, sentimental, valued things. Trust me.
Okay, I'll be back. I'll go get these people, and she'll
Okay.
go hunt down Connor, I guess.
Connor, you can finally find because he just returned back from the Tempest Dream. He looks to be in good spirits. Oh, hey, Andreia. Good to have you back, he says. He goes over and gives you a hug.
Oh, I hug him back.
Where's Cedric?
Oh, it's good to be back. I actually don't know. Why do you ask? Just...
I probably will go check Hugh. That's probably where he went.
No, don't go. I need you. I'll just...
Oh. Sure. What can I do for you?
Okay, so I'm working on something with Violetta to open up the Illuvians. We're pretty sure we can do it, but we're going to need lyrium, and we're going to need mages that you trust, because this is very delicate that we're working with.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay.
I can gather about maybe, how many? 6? 10? 12?
I don't know. It sounds difficult but doable. So the more the merrier, I suppose, but make sure that they're trusted.
Right.
Because,
Okay.
like I said, you can make Illuvians with this sort of information, so you really need to trust that they won't just do that willy-nilly.
Right. Though it would be kind of cool if we had ended up connecting all of Thetis with mirrors, but...
It'd be very cool, especially if we could do it to the circles, but...
You have a very good idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes,
First
but
things
for
first.
now, we need to do it in secret. But hopefully someday, maybe we could connect the circles. That could be really cool.
Super convenient.
Mm-hmm.
That means I could take Kenna to see the rest of the world. We can have
Oh
breakfast
my
or
god,
Norlay,
stop it! It just
and
shakes
then
them.
dinner in Ravane, have a nice dinner in Ravane, and then relax in the hot springs. Okay, well.
Connor.
I can show you the world.
Sorry,
Yes, there
I'm
will
in a
be
good
plenty
mood.
of time for that. We just have to get to it.
Perfect.
Yeah?
I can
Okay.
do this. Gotcha.
Okay, do this.
All right. Anything else? All right. So here's my question: are you guys planning on meeting before or after Hugh's nap? Hugh doesn't have to be present. He
Oh,
can
that's
be
so
sleeping.
cute.
I think that Hugh should be there.
Okay.
And I did know that Hallie wanted to speak with him, so...
Well, I'll tell you what. You arrived at Orlais at night. Remember,
Okay.
you arrived just after sunset. So if you want to say that you guys will meet back in the morning, that probably makes the most sense.
We plan at dawn.
Sure.
We plan at dawn.
That's
So-
funny.
So that means, is anything happening this evening before you go to bed? Otherwise, I'll move on to the next morning.
Yeah. Hannah, you up for a quick scene with Theo?
Yeah, let's do it. I need
Let's
those
do
pluses.
Okay.
Do we need those pluses now?
Yeah. Everybody's getting pluses. It's making me sad.
Aw.
We don't need the pluses. We've gone this entire
I
time
need
without
the pluses. What, that's crazy talk. I need the pluses.
Aw.
All right. So it's later in the evening. Where do you guys want to have your scene? Where's the scene happening?
Well, we still all share the same quarters, don't we?
Currently, you do.
Currently, for now.
right now, by the way, while you're wandering around, there's this mage. You see some posters being posted around um, on bulletin boards around the White Spire that says, "Has anybody seen my dress? If any of you like broke into my room and stole my dress, it's not funny. Return it now," is what these signs are saying.
Are they offering? Are they offering a reward for that?
Right now it's like a 10 silver piece reward for anyone who finds her dress and returns
Hold
it.
out for longer.
Wow.
I have to sneak into Kenna's room. Okay.
Don't do that.
Who says it's in Kenna's room? No.
Oh, I get that joke. Okay.
Cute.
Wow, guys.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, there's not a particular time. So she'd probably, if Theo is going to be out and about in the world, then she'll
He's
just
going
catch
to
up
be
with them outside.
he's going to be in the room that he used to make poisons, and he's going to be writing.
Oh.
He's going to be writing a.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that'll be in your bedroom. I think you've been doing it in the bedroom, correct?
I
It's the only
think
place
so,
to
yeah,
make
I've-
poison.
Yeah, because that's where you and Kenna were doing it as well.
Yes, that's
So-
You
That's
slut.
You and Kenna were doing it there too.
and yeah, I
Okay.
still don't get past.
Man, like I said, everyone but me.
He did it with Kenna just before Kenna went up to see Connor. Yes.
Yeah, and then Rose
Well,
the
you know,
kill. He just
You know, I
shafted Violetta.
I gave us some practice. I gave him diagrams. I owed it to her to give us that.
All right.
You're the worst.
So
All
we'll
right.
say that
So
the
he-
others have not turned into. I mean, you arrived early in the evening, so the others have not arrived, have not started going to bed yet. Hugh actually is asleep in the bed, like right off, and you can hear very light snoring. He doesn't snore that loudly, just a like breathy snore coming from Hugh.
Oh.
It's marvelous.
Well, Theo will have tucked him in, like just make sure the blankets are hugging his shoulders.
He sort of he mutters something that sounds like "thank you" in his breath, but you don't know if it's because he's doing it in his sleep or if he's actually awake. But he says "thank you."
Aw.
He's gonna go back to his letter,
Hmm.
hunched over, looking kind of solemn.
All right. So she'll just head in. Pause long enough to hear Hugh, and she will also check in on him. Sleep well, Hugh. And then
Rinse, repeat. He's been like that for the past 30 minutes or so.
gotcha. Well, that's a good thing.
You all right?
Good time. Yeah, I'm all right. You look busy.
yeah.
Are you all right?
No, I'm okay. He puts the pen down. I was just writing. I was writing a letter to Zelinda.
Ah,
I'm gonna send it to her in case I don't make it.
that's wise. I used to think I would never need to do anything like that. I was gonna ask you the same thing, because neither of us knows what's going to happen come the morning. So I just need to know, is there something you need me to do for Rosie?
I just wanted to be happy. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say to that. I don't know. I want her to be safe. and I want
Of
her
course.
to be raised well, but I don't know specifically what I can ask for to give her that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Never had kids.
As far as I know, Zelinda's still taking care of her. That stupid husband.
People move on. People have different priorities.
Carter, though, I don't want her exposed to that. I don't care that she moved on. I care that it's with him. The bad sort. I don't need him near my daughter.
If I was a crueler person, I'd offer to take care of that for you. But
I'll consider. But no. Anyone who's been there the first 6 years of her life has been there more than I have. I don't really have the...
I can't imagine what that's like. But
No.
I was there when you died, and I saw her reaction. And so I would argue that the fact that they were there longer doesn't matter, because clearly you matter. Is there anything you want her to have in case?
I don't have much.
Doesn't matter. I will not be giving her your poisons, though. At least not till she's older.
Well, that narrows down the list substantially. I could make her something. Something not poison, but something that can heal or help.
If that's what you want.
I feel completely powerless. I don't know what I have to do. To survive, I'm walking back into that child's life and I'm saying, hey, you thought I died twice, but here I am again. I'm sure you won't have any issues growing up.
I can promise you, just from her life before you walked back into it, she will have plenty of issues. But I think having an extra person who she knows loves her might help her through that.
You didn't come in here just to listen to me talk about my problems, did you?
Well, I mean, you're cute. But I wanted to get the pleasantries out of the way, because you have
Yikes.
a daughter.
That was pleasant.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not in the least. But it was a necessary conversation because you have a child. And
I do.
we need to know what to do in case shit goes wrong again. Because I'm sorry, I can't bring you back again.
I wouldn't ask you to. I didn't ask you to the first time. It's worth pointing out.
Yes, I know.
I wouldn't want that. If I go tomorrow or whatever it is, I'm gone.
Right.
I've stared death in the face and I'm not afraid of it.
That was never in question. I'm I've said it before, but this bears repeating. I'm sorry that I took that from you.
You didn't. Well, you did. But,
Yeah, I did.
but you were right. If I died, who knows when you'd find another Penta'Viv Guardian. And I don't mean to sound big-headed, but you kind of need me right now. Just like the group needs Andreia, and the group needs Cedric, and the group needs Kenna. It needs the 5 of us.
Yeah, but I really need you to repeat that last part. You know, you were right.
We need. Yeah, don't push it.
No. Come on.
No,
I have just learned today, sir,
No.
that you have
there
been
was a semblance
sharing
of
a spit with
in-
Rozakale. You have just stuck a shaft into my dear
Why do people
friend.
think it- Why do people think it's weird that I take spit from Darkspawn? I make poisons. It's what I.
Sure, if that's your excuse, I'm gonna let you have that. But you
think
owe
I
me.
have some strange.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I win. Okay.
Fine.
Look. No matter what happens, Rosie will be all right. Either you take care of her, or one of us will take care of her, or Zerlinda will take care of her. She will be taken care of. What?
You're in here just to talk about my daughter?
You're an ass.
Yeah. But I'm an ass that you love.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you are an ass. No,
I shouldn't-
you are
No,
not
I'm
sorry.
shouldn't- I am, actually. It's that doesn't like to get involved past a certain point. I was in love once, and she went away, and it was easier not to find somebody because I didn't want that to happen again. And when you said that you had feelings for me, you had just been possessed at that time, and you magically sprouted a penis,
You're welcome.
and I was worried I'd lose you.
Yeah, you too.
And I can't let that happen again. And then Rosie became everything to me. And then I was afraid that if I started feeling strongly for anyone, it would take away from her. And she didn't deserve that. So I'm an ass and I'm scared.
And that's fine. That's good. It is what it is. You made the decisions that I feel would be the right ones. And it will be all right. even if the worst happens tomorrow, well, Theoben and Halaser may not see each other again. But make no mistake, dwarf. Part of me will always love a part of you. But at least, for now, you get all this without the penis. You should have told me I was right a little bit earlier.
You're on.
Ah, you're the worst.
Theo will kiss her.
Wonderful.
Oh.
He will return the kiss eagerly.
Oh. That is so sweet.
Yay.
Okay, guys. I'll give you your +2. You guys can have your +2. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, Rachel, you know how to make me blush.
Yeah, I do.
All those pluses.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, we're all getting all the
wasn't
bonuses
supposed
we can tonight.
Now, should I? Should
If
I?
we have an orgy, is that like +2 per?
No, we already asked. Hawk said no.
Ah, boo.
Yes. Oh, I only allow that if you're married, like Kine.
I'm a
like
priest.
King
I'll marry
Kine.
us all.
You can marry all.
If
you have that many
King Kine and I
wives-
still didn't
Oh my
get pluses. I still didn't get pluses.
So you have your kiss, and then
Oh.
should I just fade to black from there? Should I just fade
Yeah.
to black? You
Sure.
fade to black with Hugh in the room, so who knows what happens.
I forgot he was there.
Ugh.
Hugh wakes up the
seen
next.
Halaser's exes? I don't think having somebody in the next room's an issue.
Hugh wakes up the next morning. He's like, I've slept all night, but why do I feel like I haven't gotten much sleep? Why do I still feel exhausted and tired?
We don't know.
It's a mystery. She'll forever be a mystery.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So I think we can move on to the next morning. Yes. Okay.
Sure.
I'm assuming at the next morning, Cedric or somebody will recommend you guys go into the war room.
Yeah.
Is what we're gonna call it now.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Shoot, this is
Incredible.
Thank you, he says with a smile. I was hoping I'd get it done by the time you guys returned.
It's fantastic. And I meant to thank you last night for the painting. I would not have found the others without it.
I was hoping that you would think to look at it again. It was my only form of communication to any of you 5.
Yes. Glad you got out safely.
I as well. Hopefully, Sir Kauthrian managed to make her way back to the castle.
I do hope so. Has anyone... I guess there would be no actual word. I actually don't know. We know that Plim had been looking for Queen Jody. I don't suppose any of the mages here have had any kind of word.
I don't
Really,
think so,
what?
Connor says.
Mm. And I'm sorry, I missed what you said, Kimmy?
I was have any what?
Have any...
I think she was just asking if the mages had heard
Ah.
about Queen.
Queen
Oh,
Jody.
they heard about her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they received any word? I'm sorry.
That's
I don't-
worrying. What?
I don't think any of the mages would have known anything about her leaving the castle in the first place.
Yeah, probably not. But she doesn't know so much about magic, so she's like, well, Jody's a mage. Why couldn't she just like send a magic missive to like one of the mages here?
Well, I do have a thought. So Jody's missing?
Right. Yeah.
Don't know precisely the reason. She went to go investigate. Plim was sent after. And the king remains back in New Denerim, where he should be.
He felt that it was her expertise being a ex-demon hunter or something.
Yes.
This is sort of reminding me of something that I only just remembered because I was kind of overwhelmed with a lot of other things that was going on.
I'm sorry.
Has anyone heard from Gwyniel?
Gwyniel, he hasn't. Gwyniel hasn't returned since he left for New Denerim. I know that he went to go find Delwyn. I haven't heard from him since.
Interesting.
Well,
I'd like to believe that he managed to find Delwyn, or Delwyn always seems to manage to find him when he needs him, it seems.
Connor, you know a thing or two about Nathan, right?
Of course I do.
We met him. And he's searching for Gwyniel because he doesn't know where he is.
But Nathan and Gwyniel,
I know.
they're supposed to be... Wow. Things have definitely gone from bad to worse, it seems.
It was actually Nathan who showed us that you were safe.
They're supposed to be what?
Together. They're together. They're united. It's like a spirit healer, like me, where I've got a spirit that hangs out with me, that type of thing. They're united.
Gotcha.
And if they're separated, then that's
Nathan was worried.
I'm afraid there isn't really much we can do for him at the moment.
No.
Not until Gwyniel sends back word, but I'm just hoping, praying to the Maker, that at least he found Delwyn, and if that's the case, I'm sure the two of them can take care of themselves.
Okay. In the meantime, Connor, Violetta, and I have been working on a project.
Yes. And with Connor's help, I was able to get a few mages and have successfully managed to attune your mirror to a new object. In theory, all of the 4 other mirrors should respond to this wand, in theory. But that also means that they no longer are attuned to the bracers anymore.
Interesting.
No longer. That's
No.
actually better, because that
only
means
way-
he can't open it.
Yes.
Yes, only the wielder of this wand can open it. I am not sure exactly about your vault, if the same rules applies.
Okay. We'll have to figure that out, because we really do got to get in there, but it's all right. We'll either do it now, Kenna, or we'll go get your brother later.
I understand.
Violetta walks over to Andreia, and she hands her the wand.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she will also hand back the eye.
Also, thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if Cedric catches that, but she returns her the eye of Andraste.
So now we have a back door into Navarra. It's not into the city of the dead, which is flying. But we can at least get there with a small group of people.
All right.
And maybe have our army go in a different way, but we still need a way to get up into the sky. And
Flying
we need
ship?
to fight him when we get there.
What about, yes, I agree with
Yes.
Neobin, Connor says. What about the Tempest
Flying
Dream?
ship. Yes.
Maybe if we cause a disturbance, a distraction down on the ground, that might let us sneak over to the flying continent? Maybe?
Well,
sneak-
we have an army of very angry trees.
They could cause the perfect distraction.
I could summon up some fog.
Oh,
I could do that.
You wouldn't be able to see the fog through the trees.
And that you can't see the ship flying up.
That would be perfect, Connor says. I like this idea pretty.
It'll take about an hour, but I can do it.
All right. Kenna, you had a lot of eagles. Could they help with covering or distracting or something like
Aye.
that?
They can do whatever it is you need.
Fantastic. You'll have to tell me how you came to those someday.